We are back with you from Bloomington, Illinois, only a couple hours away from Chicago. One more semifinal match to get to with a spot in the national championship match up for grabs. It is 8-seed Berry, fresh off a quarterfinal upset, matching up with 4-seed Laverne and the National Player of the Year, Maya Ray. Berry beat East Texas Baptist in upset fashion in the quarterfinals, the biggest surprise from Wednesday. And then Laverne in the nightcap defeated Wisconsin Eau Claire behind 27 kills from Maya Ray. The winner plays Wisconsin Oshkosh in the national championship match on Saturday. With Laura Benton, the former star here in town at Illinois State, my name is Adam Young. A lot of intriguing storylines going into this match. For Berry, they're coming off a big upset. Now they need to find a way to move on and try to stop Maya Ray. And that's a huge task, but if there is any team that demonstrated how well they can play together with the challenge, it was Berry yesterday. Maddie Whitehead had a great match in the quarterfinals for Berry. She was a big part of that upset win in the quarterfinals last night. Well, 15 kills and 12 digs, and she was just consistent on that right side. She found ways to find open court in between blocks, using blocks, even out of the back row. Wherever Berry needed her, that's where that production came from. Whitehead, a first-team All-American this year, a junior out of Pearland in Texas. Meanwhile, Maya Ray, what else can we say? 27 kills for her in the quarterfinals. Just unbelievable. And the two aces and the 351, not only is her hitting spectacular, it also looks effortless with her kills. She got some from the right. She was on and out of the back row, obviously in the left side, but also she's a 6-rotation player, digging up balls and being targeted in the serve receive. The previous two matches for Maya Ray, 37 kills in the regional final, and then 27 kills last night in the quarterfinals. Leopards in the white as the home squad. Navy blue road uniforms for 8-seed Berry, trying to pull off another upset. The swing by Kruk is dug out by Laverne. Low swing for Maya Ray. A rare attack air for her. She hits right around 330. 331 this year, with a number of attacks for Maya Ray this year. What's going to be key for Berry is serving aggressively, making it a little more predictable on where the ball is going to go. Even more predictable with Maya Ray out there, but being able to create some situations where it's not easy for the Leopards to score. Ray's also busy on serve receive for Laverne. She goes off speed, handled by Berry, sent over by Underwood. Swing for Kostin from the middle, pushed across by Mariah Ray. Kostin with a set to Maya Ray, dug out by England. Underwood the kill. Laura Underwood, who was big down the stretch in the upset last night. She was. Being able to get some aces as well was really key in that success for Berry. 2-0 start for Berry. The win against East Texas Baptist came in 4 sets for Berry. They've now won 7 in a row. Not a great set, leading Maya Ray towards the net. And Berry goes ahead 3-0. That's really key, Adam. Talking about the opportunity in which Maya Ray's been able to swing. One's been off the net, one's been too close to the net. So they're making her uncomfortable in being able to swing. First ever appearance in the semis for Berry out of Mount Berry in Georgia. Zachy Kostin collects the first point for Laverne. And that's a really good decision to go to Zachy Kostin. Her middle transitions are really good. Yesterday, 11 kills and 5 blocks. Laverne trying to reach the championship match for the 5th time in program history. Her last appearance came all the way back in 2008. And attack is touched. Underwood gets a touch. 2 early kills for her. Berry really just taking it to the Leopards right now. They're putting some pressure with the passing from their aggressive serving. Andrea Hurt, the libero for Berry, was awfully good in the quarterfinals. She's out of Columbus, Georgia. Team high 4.7 digs per set. Montana with the kill out of the middle. The junior out of Thousand Oaks in California only averages a kill per set, so that's a big one right there for her.
And this might just be the match where we see more production out of the middles than we do Maya Ray. Yesterday, 27 kills, but Berry's focusing on her, so shifting that offense to the middle is going to be a good part for the Leopards.
America Reynaga, the freshman setter, will serve it to Underwood. Blakely Barnes with the attack. Bump set goes to Maya Ray, not much on that one. The left-hander Whitehead out of the back row. Joust to the net, kept up by Laverne. The play on, Underwood swings, pinballs around, free ball from Maya Ray. Ray at the net, wins the point for Laverne.
Ray being aggressive, understanding she has that height advantage over anybody else on the court, also being that second one to touch the ball. Often setters with that joust, the second contact is going to win.
Ray battling there with the National Freshman of the Year, Ava Brevet, only a freshman setting for Berry. Underwood misses the near line. So we have the National Freshman of the Year and the National Player of the Year, both on the floor. Maya Ray, the Player of the Year. Brevet, the Freshman of the Year. Reynaga, the freshman, serves it to Kruk. Brevet on the outside, overshoots Underwood, a little too high for her.
Trying to outpace the block of Maya Ray, forcing that ball to the outside, and just going a little too far.
Serve is long for Reynaga. The long run comes to an end. Side out for the Vikings. First meeting between these two programs since 2011. It's been a long time since they played each other. Meeting here in the national semifinal. Free ball from Lauren Gott. Backside to Whitehead. Too hot to handle for Reynaga.
Whitehead is very powerful. We talked about her in our opening. She can score anywhere along that pin, this time targeting that right back defense. Maya Ray yesterday was targeted 31 times on serve receive, and Berry is going after her again.
Montana pushes it across. Backside Whitehead again, gets a block touch. Bump set near side to Maya Ray, and it's off the shoulder of Andrea Hurt.
When looking at both of these teams, it's important for Berry to understand that Maya Ray is going to get her kills, just like this one. A nice swing down the line, but it's limiting the amount of times that she gets to swing. That's going to be helpful for them.
Ray had 57 attacks last night in the quarterfinals. Diving handle for Kira Kruk. Underwood drops it in. Her third kill in set one.
Just a nice offense on the outside. Underwood going for the power.
Plays with a lot of energy, and that's an understatement. Plays with a lot of energy, a lot of passion. Senior from Atlanta. School record 68 aces this year for Underwood. Serves it to Maya Ray. The left-hander, Alana Jones, her first swing today, and she's denied near antenna.
And Blakely Barnes teaming up on the outside to the block with Kira Kruk. This is a big block, but that was all Blakely Barnes.
Time it's Mumolo on serve receive. Not a great set to Gott, who tips it over left-handed. Bump set by Hurt. Whitehead off the top of the block. Flying in out of the back row is Ray. Three blockers there to deny her. Long free ball from Mumolo. And a Point will go to Berry. Lauren Gott was in the net.
One of the things that Berry has that really kind of throws teams off, and maybe a little bit on why they've had their success, is the tempo that they have from Brevet in her setting. They run a 5-1, that connection's there all the time, but the tempo in which she sets.
Berry, the only program in the semis running a 5-1. Lauren Gott, her first kill tonight. Out of system kill for Gott, a junior out of Wrightwood, California, who's a 6 rotation player for the Leopards.
She is, and yesterday with her 7 kills and 13 digs, finding a way through the block.
Third team All-American status this year for Gott. Played well in the quarterfinals a year ago against Juniata and picked up right where she left off in last night's match. Bump set, an overhead bump set by Montana, not a great one, so it's free balled by Gott. Quick set to the middle to Barnes, dug out by Montana. Pin-to-pin set goes to Kruk, and she rips it too deep. But she's asking for a touch, and she will get the touch.
And so now Jeff Hendershot is asking his team, did you touch the ball on the block off a Kruk's hit? We're gonna see our first challenge.
This is 100% Jeff Hendershot trusting his players right here.
You're right, and this is going to be hard to determine. We've talked about this throughout the past 2 days, is how hard it can be to determine if there's a touch, but that was actually great footage to be able to determine. Good view of the hands of Maya Ray on the right side. I said Maya Ray, but that might have been, was that Jones?
Yeah,
Jones on the,
Lana Jones,
yeah.
And then Costin, yeah.
Now also keep in mind with this review, if any player was in the net, that also can be taken into this. And that ball was pretty tight to the net, so there could have been another violation there as well.
Replay official is Henry Chen. Down official Betsy Smith. Kirsten Bosnick is the up official.
Yeah,
it's awfully close, and that's probably a net violation. Yep.
Yep.
That is probably something you're not thinking about there if you're Jeff Hendershot. You're thinking about touch or no touch. Not necessarily a net violation that could be called if that's seen during the video review.
Yeah, on your own player. You're often thinking of the opponent for sure.
It's a long review right now for Henry Chen, our replay official. This crew's been outstanding all week here in Bloomington, Illinois, inside the Shirk Center on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan. Already one team punching their ticket to the final, Wisconsin-Oshkosh. A lot of their fans hanging around right now watching this match. And they got nothing else to do, right? They're here for the Titans this week.
They are, and they were quite the group during the University of Oshkosh, or University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh match with Trinity.
We're still reviewing.
And we have a decision.
Ball is in from Henry Chen. He will relay it to down official Betsy Smith, who will tell the scores table and then give us the call. Point goes to Berry. Jeff Hendershot loses an early challenge here in set 1. Blakely Barnes will serve for 8-seed Berry. Trying to turn this week into a magical run to the finals. Costin blocked away. Kruk alongside Callie Armstead, a name we called a ton on Wednesday.
Everything about that play looked like it was going to go to Costin, and that's why Berry was able to line up. Not to mention Costin, she swings with a lot of power, so any ball is going to go straight down. Gott
hammers it in. Kill number 2 in set 1 for her.
she's kind of the background player for the Leopards that everybody's focusing on Maya Ray, but got yesterday 7 kills, 30 serve receive attempts, and 13 digs. So along with Gott and Ray, those were the 2 main targets that everyone was going to for the Leopards.
Service there for Marquez. The defense for Gott continues to be really impressive. Those 13 digs, the most for Laverne in last night's match. She's been a double-double machine recently. Also had 13 kills, 16 digs in the regional final. It was a reverse sweep against Johns Hopkins to make it to the national tournament for Laverne. And they're sputtering right now. Berry starting to pull away here in set 1.
Berry has a way of coming in with all this energy, and even if they make a mistake, they just move on, and they really set the tempo for the match.
Marquez sets up Maya Ray. There hasn't been much for Maya Ray so far. Low push by Armstead, straight in the block. Free ball from Whitehead, met by Kostin. Backside, Gott again, squeezes it through the block for her 3rd kill.
For the Leopards, that is really impressive to keep going to Gott. She's got to be able to get contacts because right now, everybody is focused on the other player. So Gott is capitalizing as well with those opportunities.
It's a team high 3 kills for Gott. Whitehead from the back row, out of the reach of Marquez. 2nd kill for Whitehead on swing number 6.
And Whitehead yesterday finishing with 15 kills. We talked about that with 12 digs. A lot of focus is going to be on her, but she's having success.
Ray, a good pass to Marquez. Backside for Mariah Ray. The younger sister of Maya, only a sophomore out of Pomona in California.
We saw the Leopards score on the right side with Gott, now with Ray again on the right side, so they might have found a place where they feel comfortable swinging.
Lonnie Mumolo, the senior libero, a transfer from Division I Portland, serves it to Berry. Underwood goes off the block. Marquez to Maya Ray. Shot across by Hertz, still in play. Back to Maya Ray, rolls it over. Underwood can't reach it. Creativity from Maya Ray for kill number 2.
And Cadence Maxfield being able, excuse me, I said field, but Andrea Hertz was able to get a really nice dig on Maya Ray for that rally, and Maya Ray just being smart, putting a roll shot in.
Berry's defending her right now at a pretty high level. As good as we've seen in quite some time. Point goes to Laverne. The numbers right now for Maya Ray, 2 kills, 2 errors, 11 attacks.
A lot of swings they've been able to stop.
Those are not Maya Ray typical numbers. But Laverne's pulled within 2. Punched over by Whitehead, literally punched that one. Great approach from Maya Ray. You cannot defend that.
No, you cannot defend on the outside, going to the 10-foot line. Look at the sharp angle with this play. Everybody moving in, expecting it short, but that was a significantly across.
4-0 run for the Leopards. Underwood asking for a touch, and she gets the touch. And that will send us to immediate timeout. That's the 4th kill for Underwood. Or at least it should be the immediate timeout. The officials checking in with the scores table on something. It should be the immediate timeout, but they haven't flashed the 15th point yet on the scoreboard. And now we'll get the media timeout. Took some time. Berry leads by 2 in set 1. Berry in the semifinals for the first time in program history, and so much credit goes to their head coach, Caitlin Moriarty, who was an assistant for Berry from 2012 through 2015. now in her 10th season as the Berry head coach. Incredible record of 240 and 63. But now they're in a spot, Laura, they have not been in before, and you wouldn't know it because this team is still loose like they were yesterday.
And being loose is what has allowed them to be willing to risk and take swings that maybe they wouldn't normally go against a big block like the Leopards. And so they do find themselves in a good spot here, 15-13.
They were having some issues with the scoreboard at Crest Row. It seems like that's been fixed. They're having issues trying to flash up that 15th point for Berry. I think somebody then turned the scoreboard off. They put it back on, and now they have it all fixed and ready to go. Free ball from Mariah Ray. Bump set by Hurt. Underwood swatted away by Mariah Ray. An attack by the setter Brevet. Steered towards Maya Ray. Kruk keeps it up. Underwood will slap it over. Met by Lauren Gott. Front set to Maya Ray. And Hurt controls the dig. Underwood goes off the block. Montana pushes it in the net. Andrea Hurt is defending Maya Ray at a high level.
She sure is, and she's set up in left back, so she has the perfect angle to go against Maya Ray. Playing left back, that's where most hits are going to go. Sometimes there's a schooling of letting liberos play middle back. Sometimes they want them left back, and for Andrea Hurt, left back is where it's at.
Backside to Mariah Ray, her second kill in set one. She's really stepping up.
She is, and that right side pin is where the Leopards need to keep sending the ball. Look at Mariah May all the way down the line.
Only averages 1.3 kills per set. Has a bright future just like her older sister. She's only a sophomore, played a lot last year as a freshman. In fact, played in the quarterfinals last year against Juniata. Push by Whitehead. Out of system swing from Maya Ray. Pinballs around the Vikings, and then free balled by Hurt. Dolphin dive for Gott. Ray rips it in, back line.
A good job by the Leopards. There was a lot going on. That free ball short from the Vikings, allowing the Leopards to just send it outside. And Maya Ray doing what she does best.
For folks watching her for the first time, she is 6'2" on the outside. Playing in her 120th career match. Barnes out of the middle.
Blakely Barnes recognized Ray was not going to be able to make that block and help close that block. Went for that left back corner.
Backside, Maya Ray out of the reach. Up Brevet.
Some confidence was early with the Vikings, understanding they could stop Maya Ray. That is still there, and now maybe a little bit more comfort knowing she's only in the back row.
By the way, only one block so far for Laverne. They average almost 3%, leading the country. Punched up in the air by Mumolo. Back row, Maya Ray. Hurt keeps it in play again, but she shot it across on an overdig. Low swing for Jones. And for Hurt, if you just keep it in play, keep the rally going, good things can happen.
Yeah, and Hurt has just lined up perfectly, and she is taking it a personal challenge to stop Maya Ray tonight.
2-point lead for Berry. Laverne playing from behind in this opening set. Underwood having the best serving season in program history. Serves a good ball to Momolo. Lauren Gott rises up, out of bounds, no touch.
These are big points, getting ready to go into that red zone. Looking at 20, and Jeff Hendershot realizes that he wants to talk and group his players together.
19-16 Berry. Leopards head coach Jeff Hendershot, just like Caitlin Moriarty, started as an assistant at his current school, and elevated to head coach in the spring of 2020. He's been part of the program since 2011 and at Laverne, which is in Verne, California, about 30 miles east of LA. They play in the SCIAC, the Southern California Intercollegiate Athletic Conference.
Looking at the success that they've had, 122 and 79, 700 winning percentage. But they have a little bit different task, and that conversation is who's going to step up and also be that threat across the net, with Maya May needing some assistance right now.
Last championship match appearance for Verne came in 2008. Ironically enough, it came in this building. It was at Illinois Wesleyan. It was at the Shirk Center when Verne last reached the national championship match. Lost to Emory in the finals that year. Trying to get back to the finals at the same place that they were in during the 2008 run. They trail by 3 on serve receive. Underwood drives it across. It's an ace. 69 this year for Underwood, and she celebrates on top of the floor.
Yesterday, Maya Ray was targeted 31 times. She has been targeted just as many times she's been in the back row. Teams are focusing on her for her serve receive, and this is a tough rotation. Setter's back row. There's a lot of people in that right back corner.
There's Ray again. The go-to her out of the back row. Side out for Verne. A half dozen kills for Maya Ray. And they're really making her work. This will tire somebody out if you go deep in a match.
Yeah. It's hard being a 6 rotation player. Your mind shifts from back row defense, but also since Maya Ray hits, everything is just going on and trying to have that good game.
An ace, Tova Craig, the sophomore from Henderson, Nevada, her 8th of the year. Another ace, Tova Craig again. Timeout Vikings.
What a great serve as Tova Craig really aiming for Andrea Hurt, also trying to make Kruk try and play that serve receive.
Need players to step up on this national stage, and right now it's Craig. And that's one night after Verne wasn't great from the service line. Only 2 aces, 10 service errors in their win against Wisconsin-Eau Claire. The big story for them last night, Laura, was the block, right? 15-2, they outblocked Wisconsin-Eau Claire. 15-2 in that win. The block really hasn't been there yet, and now Craig piling up the aces with 2 in a row.
Yeah, so you're trading one for the other, but that blocking is going to be key, as we've seen Underwood and Whitehead kind of get a strong start, even Kruk being in there as well. So the aces are really important to be able to make it more predictable on where the ball is going to go with that offense.
Seems like more than anything right now, Caitlin Moriarty talking about technique with Andrea Hurt and those back row defenders, with Craig about to serve again here in a moment.
And some of that could be the adjustments that she's looking for Hurt to make, whether it's a back row attack with Maya Ray or on the outside, and maybe a step more towards the line or maybe a step more towards middle back.
Craig trying to tie it up. Not a great pass again from Kruk. Pushed by Whitehead cross court to Reynaga. Jones off speed. Tipped by Whitehead, punched over by Gott. And a whiff out of the middle for Barnes. Set wasn't too shabby, but Barnes just completely missed on it.
That was such a huge point for the Leopards, really just trying to change that momentum swing in these last 5 points for set 1.
First tie in this opening set since it was 6-6 early on. Backside to Whitehead, side out for Berry, back ahead by 1.
Nice idea to go to the right side. Both teams have had success on that right side, really challenging the outside hitters. to black.
Barnes to serve for Berry. Sends it to Maya Ray. Lauren Gott with a good approach. Diving dig Barnes. Great set by Brevet. Imolo digs. Ray comes flying in out of the back row.
Flying for sure. That set was a little low, but it was the tempo that was trying to get Ray more in the offense. Look at the triple block beating it.
Leah Capistrano comes in to serve, and she serves a good one to the back line. Kruk drops it in. Back and forth we go. Berry ahead by 1.
Kruk doing a really nice job adjusting that swing, recognizing that libero is sitting right there in front, being able to add that roll shot.
Leah Capistrano is now the setter for Laverne. Her first action of the week. Bump set Capistrano. Back row for Ray. Good dig by Hertz. Capistrano gets to it. Bump set Momolo. Swing by Gott rejected. Rejected by Gaston. Swing for Kruk. Diving dig by Momolo. Maya Ray racks up another kill.
And now Maya Ray is in the front row. She was really on in the back row, being able to go against the triple block twice now, being able to beat it.
Her 100th kill of the NCAA tournament going back to the regionals. Whitehead, and Capistrano could not dig it. So Laverne's tying it up, but they can't get ahead. Berry goes up 1 again.
This is what we've seen in this set 1. Berry just keeps setting the tempo of the match by that energy and adding the pressure.
Big serve coming up for the sophomore England. Serve receive far line for Maya Ray. In the middle to Kostin. Her tip is met by Hertz. Whitehead the free ball. Capistrano. Mariah Ray will throw it across. Underwood drops it in. Set point for Berry.
It's a really nice set by Brevet, trying to sell the fact that it was going to go into middle with Armstead, but instead sends it all the way out to Underwood.
Jeff Hendershot will use his final timeout. Set point coming up for Berry. They are as loose can be on those sidelines, and that's kind of been the theme all week. We saw them warm up yesterday. I mean, they came in with nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Yeah, the amount of joy that comes from the team of Berry has been really impressive to watch. Just the fact that they're willing to swing, they're taking the risks. And as you said, Adam, they have nothing to lose. They are the 8th seed, not expected to be here in the semis, and obviously up to the challenge with number 4, Laverne.
They're the champions of the Virginia Beach Regional, and a 4-set upset win against top seed and previously undefeated East Texas Baptist in the quarterfinals. And we've seen Caitlin Moriarty, as she should be, smiling often this week. I think she's having a lot of fun and a lot of joy coaching this group, especially this week.
She has to have some smiles watching her libero, Andrea Hurt, put on a defensive performance against Rhea in the back row.
They were in the quarterfinals in 2021, lost in the quarters that year, also won 28 matches that year, just like this year. They're trying to get number 29 tonight. Set point for Berry. Maya Ray, dug out by Hurt. It's an overdig, and Mariah Ray collects her 3rd kill in set 1.
Sister action with the Rays being able to pretty much set up the assist for Mariah.
That keeps this opening set alive for the Leopards. The timeout is used here by Caitlin Moriarty.
So in this case, Berry is going to be on the serve receive. So setting up the offense with the good pass, where is Berry going to go? Those are the conversations the coach is having right now.
Winner gets Wisconsin-Oshkosh on Saturday, late afternoon, 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern for the national championship match. So far, this has been an entertaining set one in a 4-8 matchup. Once again, Laverne won in their quarterfinal match on Wednesday in 4 sets in the final match of the day against Wisconsin-Eau Claire, while Berry upset East Texas Baptist. Can Berry hang on here in set one? Elani Mumolo, the senior from Rancho Cucamonga in California, is on the service line for the Leopards. 31 aces this year for Mumolo. Transfer from Division I Portland. Getting her master's right now in public administration at Laverne. Serves to Hurt. Brevet on the outside for Underwood. Leopards trying to say they never touched it. For now, they play on. Outside for Ray. It doesn't matter. We're tied up at 24.
Ray taking it upon her shoulders to get this kill to tie up the set. Down the line.
The Rays have combined for 12 kills for the Leopards. 9 for Maya. Mariah with 3. And a service there on Mumolo. Need a win by 2, so extra points here in the opening set. Set point again for Berry. Maya Ray steers it towards Capistrano and gets it back. Hammers it in again. Double digits already for Maya Ray.
And this could be the back and forth that we will see for a few more points. Just having Maya Ray in the front row. Last time she went line, this time with the Andrea Hurt kill in front.
Tie number 8 here in set one. The freshman Reynaga from Pomona, California, flies it across to Hurt. Brevet in the back row for Kruk. We're gonna go back to Maya Ray, blocked away by Berry. Maya Ray again, a low swing. Third attack air, set point Berry once again.
Unusual hitting there, as you mentioned, Adam, from Ray. She's now in the right front for serve receive. So an attempt from the right side could be possible here.
Ava Brevet, overpass by Maya Ray, but Berry doesn't do anything with it. Good approach for Ray. Off the hands of Kruk, free ball from Hurt. Ray on the left, Kruk can't get to it. There was an overpass on the serve and Berry couldn't take advantage.
No, they couldn't. In that case, you want to worry about the net. You don't want to get a net violation, but you need to be able to put a little more aggression into the play. And we have a challenge.
Challenging a net call. This is the first challenge today from Caitlin Moriarty. Now, sometimes coaches will use a challenge if they don't have a timeout left, but it's so early. I don't think Caitlin Moriarty is doing that here, even though she doesn't have any timeouts left. Maybe she is, but it would be rather early to do that, right?
Yeah, it does seem like that would be pretty early for that strategy, but also there was a lot of movement in that rally close to the net. We saw that overpass originally, so I'm not sure where they felt like Laverne might have been in the net.
So now Caitlin Moriarty down to 1 challenge. I'm not sure, maybe she did that as kind of a de facto timeout. Potentially freezes Maya Ray from the service line a little bit as well. High ace, high air, 47 aces, 72 airs. Kruk handle, Underwood. Great effort from Reynaga, couldn't get to it. Set point Berry, we've said that a few times.
And Kruk was begging for the ball on the outside. She had a really tall block, but she was able to go right in between the seam of the Leopard block.
Underwood also high ace, high air. 68 aces, 65 airs coming in for Underwood. She needs to tie her shoe before she serves. Set point and set one for the Vikings. An ace for Underwood. Berry wins set one.
We mentioned how many teams are going to target Maya Ray, especially on her serve receive. And Berry is no different with that ace at the end of set one.
Berry pulled off the upset last night, and it's continued. The Vikings win set one. Set two up next. Adam Young and former Illinois State star Laura Benton back with you here in Bloomington, Illinois, on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan inside the Shirk Center. 9 ties, 2 lead changes in set one. And Berry able to outlast Laverne in extra points by a score of 28-26. The star player in that opening set for Berry was Laura Underwood, her 109th career match. Had the finishing ace. She was really, really good attacking as well with 6 kills, 267. It's been a good week for her.
It has, and you consider the fact that Berry has 13 kills compared to Laverne's 19. It makes those 6 kills that Underwood has so far look even more impressive, being almost just under half of the team's production.
4 aces now in 2 matches this week for Underwood. And on a team that's really loose, she's probably the top one, right? I mean, she places so much confidence, joy, passion, energy. She's having fun. The moment never gets too big for her, you can tell.
Yeah, she is enjoying this season so far.
She's from Atlanta. There's a peek at the bench right now for Berry. Out of Mount Berry, Georgia, looking for their 8th straight win. And camo's the theme on their bench today, it appears. And the Vikings will start on serve with Whitehead. Serves it to Lauren Gott, who gathers. Maya Ray, her first swing in set 2, drops in.
And Maya Ray was starting to get going here in the first set, and obviously going 28-26. But just the fact that she's starting in left front, she's going to have 3 rotations for the Leopards to start this set 2.
Leopards dealt with some adversity 2 weeks ago when they had to reverse sweep Johns Hopkins on their home floor to get to the national tournament here. So they're no stranger to falling behind early. Capistrano for Zachy Kostin, who was really quiet on offense and defense in set 1.
She played such a big part yesterday.
And that is out of bounds as Kruk handle. So Maya Ray generates another kill. Looking at Kostin's numbers right now, just 5 attacks, 1 kill, no blocks. I mean, she is a large part of what they do on offense and defense.
Yeah.
Kostin, the best blocker in school history, numbers-wise. Whitehead was asking for a touch, does not get it. Caitlin Moriarty talking to her. It would be her final challenge if she challenged and did not win it, and she'll choose not to. Underwood can't handle. Abigail Montana, just her 12th ace of the year.
Montana was really good in the middle yesterday in that matchup for the quarterfinals.
Serve again, Montana. Better pass by Kruk. And that ball is destroyed by Callie Armstead. Her first kill tonight.
Which is really surprising because yesterday she had those 10 kills and 8 blocks. So that's the piece where Berry only had 3 blocks in that first set. Armstead was a major part of that.
She's talking to her setter again. Every time she gets a kill or has an error, she'll talk to Ava Brevet and say, "Set me again." A freshman who really wants the ball. Kostin terminates. We've been waiting for that from Zachy Kostin.
We have yesterday with those 11 kills, hitting .435, and she is one that just keeps asking for the ball as well. So this is a good matchup here between Armstead and Kostin.
4-point advantage early on in set number 2 for Laverne. Reinaga drives it over. Kruk gathers on serve receive. There's a low set and then a low swing for Underwood.
The serve receive is really key in these tight matches, and for Berry, their serve receive was really good in that first set, now being challenged more in this second set.
The pass again by Kruk. Quick set to Armstead, and somehow Berry wins the point. It seemed like Laverne was going to get that block down.
It also looked like Andrea Hurt might have picked up the kill with that hitter coverage overpass. Was Hurt the last one to contact the ball?
I believe so. Laverne still only has 1 block in the match, well below their season number. Off speed from Maya Ray to just drop it in inside the back line.
Just a tool chest of tools on the hitter for Maya Ray. She can add the power when she needs to, but with a nice roll shot to the deep line.
37 kills in the regional final, 27 kills in the quarterfinals last night, already 14 tonight. Dump play, Brevet, kept up by Jones, snapped over by Gott. Brevet to Underwood, blocked by Jones, and a net call on Jones. And now it's decision time for Jeff Hendershot. Do you challenge with only 1 left?
Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it definitely looked like Jones was in the net. But that.
Free ball to Berry. Brevet, backside for Whitehead. Pushed over Kostin. And that's a kill for Kostin. Number 2 in set 2 for her.
One thing to learn here, when Laverne has Kostin transitioning out the middle, their points keep adding up.
Kostin starting to roll. Mumolo sends it to Kruk, who's been really good on serve receive. Whitehead the kill. It all starts on serve receive, and right now Kruk is passing at a high level.
She is, and she's been targeted a lot with her serve receive, so being able to get that consistent, good pass is why Whitehead is able to get the kill.
Underwood sends it to Maya Ray. Gott waits back forward and uses the block. She was really heating up at one point in set 1. That's her first kill in set 2 and her 4th for the match.
Yesterday with Maya Ray having 27 kills, that was part of the conversation, is how are others going to step up for Laverne if Maya Ray isn't able to get as many kills? And Gott has been that player for Laverne.
Nine for Laverne. They've looked much better here in set 2. Overpass kill for Gott. 2 in a row for her.
That credit has to go over to Capistrano with with that aggressive serve, equaling the overpass and allowing Gott to be able to finish the point.
10-4, Laverne trying to tie up the match. They lead here in set 2. 26 kills for Laverne as a team. Maya Ray has 14 of them, which has kind of been a theme throughout the year. She's averaging 5 kills per set. She's above that number right now for the Leopards.
She is, and that is why she is the player of the year. When you're looking at the Division III level, she is just unstoppable in being able to carry a team.
The all-time leader in career kills, nearly 2,000 at Laverne, the most in program history. She's averaging 4.5 kills per set for her career. .355 hitting percentage today for Maya Ray, so she's above .320 for the 5th consecutive match. We'll see if that holds. Back set to Gott, tips it over the 2 blockers. Barnes out of the back row. Montana crushes it in.
Berry has a pretty quick tempo, but the fact that Montana is able to transition so quickly on that one-on-one block.
Lead back to 6 for Laverne. They drop set 1 and extra points. 28-26 final. And now an ace. Lauren Gott with her 30th during her junior year.
And this serve plays tricks with the mind. It looks like it's going deep and out, but it's just dropping. You have to get your platform around, your arms around, and your body to be able to take that angle.
3rd ace tonight for Laverne. Tough handle there for Kruk. Kruk has to push it across to Gott. Capistrano backside to Mariah Ray, who continues to shine.
That's one thing about Mariah Ray. She hears a lot about her sister's performance on the left side, but she's had her shining moment this evening between the block of Berry.
She's growing up tonight. Only a sophomore, played a lot as a freshman. That is her 4th kill on 6 attacks, so great numbers for Mariah Ray. No errors for the sophomore from Pomona, California. And I'm sure the hope for Jeff Hendershot is, as she gets older and older, can she turn into what her older sister Maya Ray is?
Yeah, so much of the training that she's learning, and also being able to have your sister to talk to about the game is pretty special. Yesterday, when Laverne finished playing, we actually got to see the Rays with their dad. He's here in attendance, and we were commenting, what an awesome moment for him to have his daughters playing at the same school in these championship series.
Got the moment last year with Mariah Ray being a freshman last year when they got to the quarterfinals, but lost to Juniata. Back for a 2nd straight year in Maya Ray's final year. Mariah still has 2 years left after this year. Nice bounce back here in set 2 for Laverne, and that first set could have gone either way, as Berry pulled it away in the end. Four-seed Leopards on serve with Gott. Sends it to Shelby Harris. Kruk on the outside. Dug by Gott. Mariah Ray denied this time. Sent across by Mumolo. Kruk sends it low in the net. Have these sets been a little bit too low during this set at times from Brevet?
Brevet is trying to add tempo to the set, so she's pushing it out, but sometimes the sacrifice is the set is not as high trying to push that tempo. So yes, it's creating some hitting issues.
Kruk steers it towards Brevet, hammered in by Armstead, her 2nd kill.
And that tempo was perfect by Brevet to be able to connect with Armstead.
And that's a hard ball to set, isn't it?
It is. With the middles, the timing is just really critical, and everybody has to be doing the right thing at the right time.
Pushed over by Montana. Brevet in the back row to Harris, who slips it inside Montana's block. First kill for the freshman from Kennesaw, Georgia, Shelby Harris. There are so many freshmen playing pivotal roles for numerous teams this week here in Bloomington. Add Harris to the list. Bump set goes to Maya Ray, and she attacks low. Her fourth attack error and swing number 32.
If Berry is going to cut this lead, they need to take advantage of those hitting errors and being able to build a couple of points versus just 1 point off of the hitting error.
Right head serves to Gott. Tough angle for Mariah Ray. And that was out of bounds. And now Jeff Hendershot might be thinking about a timeout here in a moment.
Well, the hitting errors 2 in a row, each from each side of the pin. .40 run for Berry. Off speed for Maya Ray. Push towards Kruk. Bump set to Maya Ray. Tough to handle, so she'll free ball it over and can't keep it in play. That third hitting error is going to send us to a timeout by Jeff Hendershot. And yes, that set was just not real easy for Ray to be able to do anything with. It was inside the court, it was low. Her only chance was to go cross court and ends up with the hitting error.
This is a 5-0 run here for Berry. You know, we watched them last night, Laura. They were so good, of course, against East Texas Baptist. Really took them out of what they do well. Have you seen some of that so far, them taking Laverne out of what they do well?
Definitely have seen some of that with the hitting errors that we just saw recently, and some of that is that aggressive serving. And yeah, look at the Berry Vikings. Just the biggest surprise was East Texas Baptist and how they set that tempo for the match. It was really impressive.
A lot of 4-set wins. Washington and Lee was in the national quarterfinal a year ago. Christopher Newport is where Berry head coach Caitlin Moriarty was a star player and a Hall of Famer. So I'm sure that was an interesting win in the regional final for her. She'll take it any way you can get it. She's done a really good job with this group. They came in prepared and loose and very confident. Winner gets Wisconsin Oshkosh in 2 days on Saturday. Whitehead drives it over to Mumolo. Another attack from Maya Ray, and she sends it down the near line. That was touched.
And that's what Jeff Hendershot wants to see out of a timeout, especially after 3 hitting errors in a row, just taking care of business.
Maya Ray never too high, never too low. Doesn't show a ton of emotion either way. They sent it over the setter. Bump set to Maya Ray. Sliding dig for Harris. Another low set to Kruk. Backside for Mariah Ray, an over dig, and Maya Ray will drop it in. First it was Mariah, finished off by Maya, the older sister.
And picking up that 16th kill, and you mentioned it, Adam. I think the tempo right now for Berry, they're trying to speed it up, and it's resulting in unhittable sets and causing roll shots and free balls to Laverne.
Dig for Craig, dump play Capistrano, and Kruk can't keep it alive. Capistrano playing well, playing for the first time this week. Came in late in set 1 and now playing here in set 2. She's a junior out of East Vale, California, the 3rd setter used this week by Laverne. Armstead with the answer.
Obviously for the outlet, it has to go to the outside, but anytime Armstead is there and calling for the ball, Berry's going to benefit from getting her those transitions.
True freshman from Birmingham. 17 kills, only 3 attack errors in her previous 2 matches coming in for Armstead. She has 3 kills today. The Vikings commit the service error, their first service error today.
Yeah, they've been serving aggressive. Laverne having 3 service errors compared to Berry.
That's a low number for them because they almost average 3 service errors per set. 2.3 aces per set, 2.8 service errors per set this year for Berry. They had 14 service errors in the quarterfinals and still won. Underwood crushes it in. Berry within 6.
Underwood picking up her 7th kill. She's hitting pretty good. 2-11. You consider the 19 attempts. We've seen some of the sets trying to be with that quick tempo.
Good pass from Maya Ray. Pushed over from Kostin. Maya Ray slaps it across. Hurt the bump set. Free ball kill. Whitehead. And she was trying to place that where she got it to on that far line.
That was just a good heads-up play by Maddie Whitehead. All the disruption that was occurring on Berry's side, she knew she just had to put it somewhere on Laverne's side where they couldn't get it.
Berry starting to creep up. Trying to get within striking distance, but the service errors won't help. That one coming from Andrea Hertz. Her 4th error for the service line in 2 matches this week. Maya Ray with a service error of her own. That's her 73rd this year.
Right now, both teams just kind of filled with multiple sharing errors going back and forth, and that makes it hard to kind of get in a rhythm, especially Berry, who's trying to knock off some of these points.
Robey on the backside to Whitehead. Lumolo was in the perfect spot for it, and Alana Jones tools the block. That's her first kill on swing number 4 tonight.
On that right side, challenge the left side hitters to try and block. That's where right sides usually have the advantage, as left sides aren't always your strongest blockers.
Laverne reaches 21st. They lead by 6, trying to even up the match at 1-1. Robey, front set to Underwood, denied by Alana Jones.
And Jones is pumped up with the block. That's a compliment to Underwood of just how much it means to get this block. Underwood went swinging, but automatic deny.
That was pretty. And now an ace. An ace for Lumolo, her 32nd this year.
And even in that, you see the smiles on Berry. They're just confident that they're just going to move on from an error and get the next pass.
In the middle for Whitehead, 2 blockers there for the Leopards. Bump set to Underwood, denied by Jones again. We'll try the near side for Whitehead, and that works for Berry.
Whitehead being able to just go on that right side. Again, that right side, left side matchup. She's going up against Gott on the left side now.
7 kills for Whitehead, only 1 attack error on 20 attacks, a 300 clip. Underwood had the finishing ace in set 1. Gott attacks and she's denied. Whitehead alongside Barnes.
And that's the piece where Barnes makes her impact for Berry, is the blocking. She moves along the net really well, focusing on where the ball is going to go in that play.
Statistically, Berry's been the better blocking team today. Outblocking Laverne 4-2. Once again, Laverne, the best blocking team statistically around the country. And now the service error is really creeping up on Berry. And when you trail by 6 or 7 and you want to get back into it, those really sting.
They do, and it's hard to get back in rhythm, too. You're trying to inch just a little bit of those points off, and it's hard.
Leah Capistrano will serve for Laverne. Sent it to the libero, Andrea Hurt. Long set goes to Kruk. Mariah Ray blocked it. Backside to Mariah Ray, who crushes it down. Another kill for the youngster, her 5th.
She's had a good night. First, demonstrating her blocking ability on the right side, then transitioning to get the kill for the Leopards.
Set point, Laverne. Deep serve by Capistrano. Whitehead out of system, and that slips in. That might have touched that back line.
It did, but it was enough to let Berry try for another point to hold off these Leopards.
Whitehead matching Underwood for team high in kills with 8 apiece. Gott goes off the block, kept up by Armstead. Free ball, Kruk. Capistrano to the middle for Montana. Laverne wins set 2.
Montana with the kill to end the set. She's known for her blocks, but that time ending the set with the kill. And she gets so excited. She knows on that one-on-one, she has that advantage to take that deep corner.
3rd kill for Montana. Mariah Ray also stepping up with 5 kills, so 8 combined between those two players as Leopards head coach Jeff Hendershot joins us. Coach, what kind of adjustments did your team make from set 1 to set 2?
I think we did a better job lining up our block, bringing some more pressure from the service line, then just playing some better defense.
Hey, Coach, Mariah Ray on the right side has had success. What do you like that you've seen from her so far?
Yeah, she's being aggressive. She's hitting the ball from a high spot, getting her feet there, and she's got the green light from us, so she's getting after it.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
Jeff Hendershot and the Leopards tie up the match, 1 set each. Maya Ray now has 80 kills in the previous 11 sets of volleyball. Leopards tie it up. Intermission comes up next. Berry won set 1. Laverne takes set 2. Vikings head coach Caitlin Moriarty joining us near her bench. Coach, your message to your team moments ago in that huddle, what was it?
Really just being our authentic selves. I think right now we need to work a little bit on our composure, get our first contact back, get our serving back, and just try to play Berry volleyball the most authentic way we can.
Hey, Coach, Andrea Hurt had some amazing digs against Maya Ray. Any message you're sending to her as we go into this 3rd set about adjustments and defending?
Really just communicating with the other defenders, working hard on the block to get touches and being close hip to hip. But I think our defense right now is what's got us to this point. So just really trying to, again, get back to who we are and how we do things. So just trying to build their confidence a little bit right now.
Coach, thanks so much. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Vikings head coach Caitlin Moriarty. They're looking for their 29th win of the year, looking for their 8th win in a row, and they're still trying to stop the National Player of the Year. Hard to stop Maya Ray. 16 kills, 289, which is below her season percentage. She's had some tough moments, but also some great moments again.
She's been stopped by Andrea Hurt a couple of times, but most of the time she is all over the court. Right side, left side, back row. She knows where to place it deep in the corners and also when to just do the roll shot.
Stats through 2 sets here at the intermission. That Laverne block number is still very low for them. Berry has 3 aces, but also 3 service errors down the stretch in that 2nd set when they were trying to get back in it.
And you really felt at that moment when those errors happened was kind of when that momentum shifted right back to Laverne and them taking control of that set 2.
That was part of their set 1 success. They were clean from the service line. No errors in set 1, and then 3 down the stretch in set 2. This one is up for grabs the rest of the way. Match tied 1-1. First meeting since 2011 between these two programs. Winner gets Wisconsin Oshkosh in the national championship. UW Oshkosh, another sweep. That's been the theme as they swept Trinity earlier tonight.
And one thing about Oshkosh that really surprised I think everybody in the gym, as we knew they could hit the ball, but their defense stepped up so much that we saw a side of defense we hadn't seen.
There were some unbelievable scramble plays. Two of the best scramble plays we've seen all week came during that Wisconsin-Oshkosh Trinity match earlier tonight. Underway in set 3. A low swing for Armstead and another low set. And the first point in set 3 goes to Laverne.
And Ava Brevet just needs to settle in a little bit more, understand that even with tempo, just adding some height, there can still be tempo with the ball.
Kruk, good pass. Near side Underwood, kept up by Capistrano, the setter. Diving dig hurts. Underwood trying to push it off the arm of Mariah Ray. Mariah Ray will free ball it to Whitehead. Underwood goes off the block, punched up by Mumolo. Maya Ray out of system, Hurt digs again. Setter attack from Brevet. Whitehead, Brevet on the backside to Whitehead. Handled by Capistrano. An overset, set down by Underwood on a long rally.
Nothing better in a long rally than an overpass to be able to get the point.
Underwood trying to catch her breath before she serves here in a moment. Nine kills for Underwood. Also 9 kills for Whitehead for Berry. Underwood's serve is not handled by Lauren Gott. A rare mistake for her on serve receive.
It is, because Gott is really targeted a lot of times in all these matches so far. And Underwood, did you see her celebration? She is into this. She's doing a handstand on the court.
That's been her go-to, I think, today, the handstand. Nobody has more fun playing than Underwood, that's for sure. Capistrano, long front set to Maya Ray. Blocked by Armstead. Quick set to Armstead, and she sends it deep. The timing still isn't there with her and Brevet.
No, and so in that case, anytime the setter and the middle hitter are off, it is the setter's responsibility to make the adjustment. The middle keeps doing what they're doing with their footwork and timing, and let the setter figure it out.
2-2 in set 3. Abigail Montana serves it to the Vikings. Overpass from Gott. Outside Kruk. Too much heat on that one to handle for Kruk, her 3rd kill.
Brevet made a nice adjustment to get the ball out to Kruk, adding a little more height to it. And it looked like it was going to be a middle transition, but it wasn't. It went all the way to the outside, catching Laverne off.
Andrea Hurt to serve. Serve reception, Maya Ray. Capistrano to Kostin. And it's a kill for Zachy Kostin, her 4th.
We talk a lot about Maya Ray and the power she has, but Kostin has just as much of a lethal attack when it's coming at him.
Your setter is Reynaga. She will also serve for the Leopards. Serves it off the chest of Shelby Harris. Whitehead, dug out by Mumolo. Attack air from Maya Ray. No approach on that one, just rising up vertically and couldn't keep it in play.
And that's a really tough angle to try and keep the ball in play. It's past the antenna. Maya Ray with enough experience to understand that just trying to keep it in play.
Service air. That one coming from Ava Brevet. Verne ties it up at 4. Kruk buries it inside the block.
Kruk recognizes she's got a big block in front of her. She just goes swinging hard into Jones on the right side and able to pressure it through.
She is so valuable to this Berry team. She does so many things well. Busy on serve receive. That last kill was her 4th. Bump set Maya Ray. It's a pretty good one. And Lauren Gott gets the kill and the assist for Maya Ray.
Look at the hug that Gott goes and gives Mariah Ray for the great assist. Be able to lead for the kill.
That was a long, high bump set from Ray. Mumolo. Deep serve, too long. Maya Ray gathers on the serve for Barnes. Backside to Alana Jones, who had to back up, and she uses the block.
And Jones has had success once again on that right side. I like the fact that Laverne is trying to go between the outside and the right side. It's creating the little bit of hesitation from the middle block on Berry.
Leah Capistrano back into serve and also set for the Leopards, and she flies it deep. Service error number 6 on Laverne.
Those are big points. When you look at the score and 6 missed serves, granted we're in the 3rd set, but that's a lot of points.
Whitehead serves it to Gott. Montana the push. Underwood, sent across by Capistrano. Rove trying to flip it over. Leopards won't allow it. Underwood sends it deep, begging for a touch, and she will get the touch.
And Jeff Hendershot looking at his team, wanting to know who touched the ball, but it definitely looks like got a piece of Kruk's hit.
Both head coaches down to 1 challenge remaining. Back row, Maya Ray. Hurt digs it again, and Lauren Gott on the over dig, deposits on the far line.
And Hurt has to feel good about the fact she's getting some good touches up, but it did lead to that Gott kill.
11 digs for Gott. 7 kills now for her as well. On her way to another double-double. Had one in the quarterfinals. Also had one in the regional final. Right side, Mariah Ray. Lunging dig for Kruk. Long bump set from Capistrano. Great approach for Maya Ray. And Hurt does just enough again to keep it in. And Mariah Ray gets the block for the near antenna.
Mariah Ray has definitely had a match herself here defensively with the block. Being able to add some kills too to help her sister on the left side.
5 kills, 3 digs, and now a block for Mariah Ray, the younger sister. Bump set from Hurt. Leads it to Underwood. Maya Ray goes off the chest of Kruk. Punched up by Capistrano. Lauren Gott will take it out of the back row. Underwood turned away. Steered in by Laverne and Mariah Ray.
There's a lot of nice defense on the Laverne side to keep that play going for Mariah Ray. Once again, being able to get a kill and then the block.
One-handed set by Capistrano. Rolled off the tape from Montana. Underwood is dug by Mumolo. Maya Ray zips it through.
For young left side hitters, it is really hard to get that through your head that you have to go full throttle into the court when the ball is set inside. But for Maya May Ray, she has no problem at all.
Here's Mariah Ray. She goes off the head of Underwood. A half dozen kills for the younger Ray. Timeout Berry. Laverne leads by 3 in set 3. Well, it kind of has the feel of an August match or a September match because these two teams are not acting like they're in the national semifinal right now. They are as loose as can be. The pressure not getting to them one bit. Both benches dancing during the last timeout. Maya Ray sends it out of bounds. But a lot of credit goes to these two benches because you have to stay loose and not try to get too tight during moments like this, and neither team is allowing that.
And they're just so encouraging, both sides, as their teammates, whether it's a miss serve or miss hit, they are out there telling them a nice positive to keep them right back in the groove.
The Laverne bench matching the energy from that Berry bench that we've seen all week. And the Vikings get an ace.
And we got handstands again in the middle after Underwood's kill, or ace.
That is her third ace here in the match. Her ace to finish. Set 1 was a big one to give Berry a 28-26 set 1 win.
Some coaches would be worried about preserving your energy, but not for Berry. They are all about it.
Mariah Ray continues to shine as she tools the block for her 7th kill.
Mariah Ray is matched up against Kruk on the right side, and so this battle right now, Mariah feels confident that she's going to be able to get past that block.
Abigail Montana flips it over to Andrea Hurt. Kruk sends it down.
And on the flip side, Kruk feels really good about being able to get through the block of Mariah Ray, leaving no doubt she was going in between. Mariah Ray set up that block, but then looking for Kostin to close it.
Maya Ray steers it towards Capistrano and gets it back. Cross court kill for Maya Ray. Number 18.
A lot of attempts for Maya Ray, but she just capitalizes so often on being able to just be elevated above the block. That's where a lot of her success is just being so high over the block.
Deep serve, too long for Reynaga. That's the 7th service error for Laverne. It's close here in the 3rd. Match tied 1-1. Winner plays Wisconsin-Oshkosh for a national title. Berry's never been in the national title match. Maya Ray collects another kill. Approaching 20, that was her 19th.
And being able to almost have 20 kills by set 3. She averages 5 kills per set, so she's well above that.
That's an ace for Maya Ray. That dropped right in front of the back line. It looked like it was going deep initially.
We saw a couple of aces from Maya Ray earlier where it goes to that deep baseline. It makes you question whether or not it's in or out. And then oftentimes it's with the ace.
That one is out. There's a gutsy call there by Shelby Harris to let it go. He's also the nearest Viking to the previous serve, the ace from Ray. You have very little time to make a reaction and a decision. It was a smart decision there by Shelby Harris, who goes off. England sends it to the Leopards. Maya Ray had to wait back for it, and Berry had 3 blockers waiting for her.
That's key, the fact that Berry wants to put 3 blockers on her. That sets them up, though. If she gets over that block, she can roll shot it, and Berry's defense is going to have to work to pick that up.
Gott sends it to Reynaga, gets it back. Diving dig for Hurt. Can't control this one, though.
Offense continues to flow for Laverne, hitting well over 262. 107 attempts so far for Laverne.
And 263 in the quarterfinals, hitting 239 for the year. So very respectable numbers for the Leopards. Right head dug by Maya Ray. Lauren Gott attacks. Hurt controls this one. Right head, a one-handed dig for Jones. High bump set again. We saw that earlier. This time Gott is blocked.
And that was a blind hit for Gott, and that's a really tough. Everything is paying attention to the ball. The block is set up. They know you have nowhere to go. It was a nice risk to take, but in that case, Berry ends up with the point.
Double block for Whitehead and Barnes. There were some critical service errors down the stretch in set 2 for Berry when they were trying to get in it. Right now they're trying to potentially tie it up here soon, and a big service error there gives Laverne a 2-point lead. Good pass from Hurt, backside to Whitehead, who drops it around the block and in.
Nice side out for Berry. A lot of offense has been played, and we've been talking a lot about the Leopards' offense, but so the fact that Berry is so close into this, it's more of the defensive saves that have kept them into this match.
Right-head serve goes to Maya Ray. Tight to the backside to Gott, and she goes cross-court with that swing.
After that last hitting error, making the focus to not go into the block, go outside of the block to that sharp cross court.
Lauren Gott, 1 kill shy of another double-double. 9 kills, a dozen digs. Kruk on serve receive. Underwood too long, but she gets a touch. A lot of her attacks have been touched by the block of Laverne.
And for Berry, she's going in the back row to serve. Remember, she gets some nice aces earlier in this last rotation.
3 aces for the match. 71 for the year, a school record for Underwood. She has 6 aces in 2 matches this week. Capistrano, back set to Mariah Ray. Dug out by the setter, Brevet. Mamolo sets up Maya Ray, and she drops in another kill, her 20th.
Dangerous territory here for Leopards. They have both Rays up in the front row. Mariah's had quite a bit of success against Kruk here on the outside.
Timeout called by Berry and Caitlin Moriarty. It's her final timeout. And for Maya Ray, this is her 14th match this year with 20 kills. 14 matches with 20 kills. This is match number 32. That's pretty good consistency for Ray.
It is, and you consider how many teams have kept her under 20 kills. There's not many teams that have. She's pretty potent.
Nearing 2,000 career kills. Already a program record for Maya Ray. And tell you what, if they get to the championship, I'd be a little surprised if she didn't get there. But she still has the rest of this set and the 4th today at least, maybe a 5th. She's awfully close to 2,000 career kills.
She's absolutely remarkable with the fact of all the success they've had and not having that many sets too. If you have 5 set, 5 set, 5 set, you can get a lot of kills. But when you are rolling through teams, quick sets, the fact that she just has that many kills in this career, she's definitely had one for the record books.
Laverne started this season 22-0. They've only lost twice. Both losses have come in 5 sets. They 1-4 in the quarterfinals against Wisconsin Eau Claire. Kruk gets it back. 2 blockers there for the Leopards. Armstead stuffed away. Back row, Whitehead buries it. Berry within 1 again. We've said that a lot during the course of this set.
And Brevet making a really nice decision. A lot of commotion over on the left side of the court with Kruk taking it to the back for Underwood, or Whitehead.
Berry trying to tie it up. Overhand handle for Mailleret. Kostin pushes it over. Steer towards Kruk. And that is in for Kruk. That was right in front of Laverne's bench.
So the line judge had called it in. The R1 was saying, nope, my call. This is going to stand as being out. And so now that call is going to be challenged.
Line judge had a great view of it. Happened right in front of him. So they will take a look at this. Appears to be out.
Yeah, you bring up, after seeing this and slowed down and be able to get that vantage point, it does look like that was out. In real time, that's how the eyes can play tricks on you. In real time, at our angle, at first glance, I thought it was in.
Yeah. Replay official is Henry Chen. And the point goes to Laverne. So it was out of bounds on the attack for Kruk.
And that's a lost challenge for Berry.
Laverne leads by 2. Reinaga serving for the Leopards. Kruk denied. Kostin got her hands on it. Second effort for Kruk. It doesn't work the first time, try it again. Kill number 6 for Kira Kruk.
That is the story of Kira Kruk. She is just going to go after it. She does not see any harm in just being competitive. That is where she has really stood out yesterday. 8 kills, 7 digs.
One-handed set there by Reinaga. Whitehead the tip, and it works. Maddie Whitehead ties it up for Berry here in set 3.
Berry might have had a little discussion during that challenge about what's the next play that's going to work, and tipping over the block might have been one of those discussions.
Jones' attack is met by Harris. Kruk dug by Momolo. Mailleret took something off that one. White had the slap, it goes off the block, backed up by Jones. Mailleret down the far line and in. Laverne back in front.
She is so skilled. Mailleret had all the court in the world to be able to swing to. She turns it down the line, able to hit just that part of the white line.
Harris receives it. Whitehead rises up, and that is in for Whitehead. 21-21.
Whitehead turning into the go-to player in the time of when Berry needs a kill. They find out wherever she is on the court, they trust her to put the ball in play.
2 timeouts left for Laverne, none left for Berry. Berry won set 1, Laverne took set 2. It's handled by Mailleret. She'll get it back. Off speed and in. England wasn't ready for that. She was playing deeper.
And that's part of playing a player that is so physical with their hits, is the fact that often you can get stuck waiting for all that power. So that's why the roll shot can be so effective.
Lonnie Momolo will send it towards Berry. Big serve here late in set 3. Momolo's serve goes to Kruk. Great pass to Brevet. And the swing by Underwood is low. Brevet communicating with Underwood. Underwood wants it a little bit higher. Brevet tight to Whitehead, who drops it in on the cut shot.
Had to know that the Vikings were going to go to Whitehead in that rotation, right front. She passes, and then being able to use the block. A lot of power.
Berry back within 1 on serve. This is Kara Schmitz, Muskego, Wisconsin native, a senior. Sends it way long. Set point for Laverne here in the 3rd.
Service error, 5 for Berry.
Malia Capistrano did not play on Wednesday, playing a lot as the 3rd available setter for Laverne. It's been her and Reynaga instead of Reynaga and Marquez throughout this match. Sends it to Kruk. Backside to Whitehead, and that attack is deep. Point Laverne. The Leopards take the 3rd.
Whitehead going for that corner that had gotten her a kill before, but just a little bit long. And Laverne really stepping up at the end with their serving and making it really aggressive and tough for the Vikings.
Both teams having fun on the national stage. Bench celebrations galore as we go to the 4th. Adam Young, Laura Benton back with you here in Bloomington, Illinois. 3 teams remain for now. Wisconsin Oshkosh already punching their ticket to the finals, and Berry and Laverne about to play set 4. Wisconsin Oshkosh in the finals for the first time since 1994. This is going to be their 2nd title game appearance coming up on Saturday. Berry's never been to the finals. They've also never been to the semis. This is their first ever semifinal appearance. And Laverne is trying to reach their 5th title match. It would be their first since 2008. When they lost to Emory here at Illinois Wesleyan. Verne has won a couple of national titles, 1982 and 2001. National runner-up in 1985 and 2008. So there's a lot of history, Laura, with this Laverne program, and now Jeff Hendershot is getting this program back to where it was for a long time.
Yeah, he has, and you look at the players he's been able to develop. Obviously, one that stands out is going to be Maya Ray, and looking at her younger sister, Mariah, there's a lot of talent.
First point goes to Laverne here in the 4th. Leopards trying to win in 4 for a 2nd straight night. Berry trying to continue their season for another set.
And Laverne in that last set 3 was able to side out at 77%, which is really high.
Bump set goes to Underwood, who drops it in near corner.
Underwood making sure her teammates understand this is their time to make the move. Set 4. They want to see their season continue.
Rare mistake on serve receive for Kaylani Momolo, the senior libero from Rancho Cucamonga. 2 straight for Berry to go ahead 2-1. Shanked away by Gott, and Capistrano can't get to it. So now some serve receive struggles all of a sudden for Laverne.
Love the handstands at the end. It's very unique. Haven't seen that yet.
And they maintain this energy throughout the match. I don't know how, but Underwood and her teammates find a way to maintain it throughout the entire match. There is no letting up. Maya Ray, hurt, and Brevet can't keep it in play. A kill for Maya Ray, number 23.
We saw set one, Andrea Hurt getting a lot of contacts, good ups off of those Maya Ray hits, and now making the adjustment just outside that block. Maya Ray is able to not have to worry so much around Hurt.
This is Reynaga. Good downward spin on that serve. Free ball from Harris. Reynaga to the middle for Kostin. Slapped over by Whitehead, who does not keep it in play. Rare mistake, only her third attack air, and that was her 36th attack, and all she was trying to do was keep it in play. "14 kills for Whitehead, the most for the Berry Vikings. Harris, Brevet, that's probably all she could do with that one. She's 5'9", the freshman setter gets the kill.
And that's a good point. With that pass being tight to the net, I would have expected Laverne to treat her respect it a little bit more and have a block.
It's the first kill tonight for Brevet, but her 81st from the setter position this year. The roll from Maya Ray. Bump set for Hurt. Kruk cross court. 7 kills on 23 swings for Kira Kruk.
And her ability just to keep going against the block, and that's what she does best. She doesn't care if there's a block there. She's gonna find a way to get a kill.
Overhand handle, Maya Ray in the middle for Kostin. We haven't called her name a ton today. Just her 5th kill. Still doesn't have a block tonight.
Which is really surprising given the fact that's her strong spot, is blocking along the net. That's how she was really helpful yesterday in those quarterfinals.
She has 417 career blocks, the most in program history. A joust to the net between Kostin and Barnes. Through the block goes Kruk on the push.
Berry coming out of that third set loss with a lot of energy, re-energized in how they're gonna get past this block, but now we have a challenge.
Jeff Hendershot down, challenge left. Challenging a net call on Berry. Now it is set 4. If we go to a 5th, each head coach gets the additional challenge. Still a long way to go here in set 4.
There's a lot of points to be played, and so for Jeff Hendershot to challenge this, he must have felt like it was blatant, that there must have been a reasoning to see it. Would have expected a challenge closer to the end of the set. So it does appear that the hair of Laverne's blockers was in the net, but
yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Laura. Point goes to Berry, so.
He's out of challenges now.
Yeah, call has not changed, and Kruk gets the kill. It's 6-4 Berry.
So neither coach with challenges left for the rest of this match.
Maya Ray, I think maybe got out of the way just enough. I'm not sure if she missed on it or got out of the way. Either way, it's a service error.
She always has a nice smile on her face, so it's hard to tell if she's saying, "Ooh, I kind of touch that? Or I'm just happy it went past me.
I'm not sure what she was trying to do there. But it worked. Brove on the near side for Whitehead. Lunging dig by Reynaga. Off speed from Alana Jones. Bump set goes to Whitehead, who tips it in. Found the opening on the floor, and Whitehead is up to 15 kills.
Berry recognizing that the tip over the block is going to cause some disruption for Laverne Leopards, and that is what they've been able to do a couple of times in these points where they look and sell the hit really well.
Way long for England. And that's a frustrating service error for Berry because it wasn't even close. You didn't even make Laverne make a decision.
Yeah, and 15 service errors combined for both of these teams. 15 unearned points that each team is given.
Every point crucial here in the national semifinal. Winner plays Wisconsin-Oshkosh in the finals. Free ball from Kruk. Maya Ray. Capistrano finds Montana. Handled by Kruk. Underwood attacks. Ray is there. Gott on the outside. 10th kill for Lauren Gott. She has another double-double.
A special outside to go with the company of Maya Ray, and Gott picking up that double-double. Defense has been really important for the Leopards tonight.
Whitehead goes off the block. 16 kills after 15 in the quarterfinals for Maddie Whitehead.
The right side attempts just keep adding up for Whitehead, and just being able to execute on this. Tough blocking ahead of her.
She also has 11 digs, a double-double for her, her 12th this year, her 5th in a row. Good pass for Maya Ray. Backside to Gott. Cross court on the tip. Almost an overset. Whitehead was trying to avoid the net. And it is a net on Berry and Whitehead. She was trying to avoid it. The set put her in the net.
Yeah, and just trying to avoid any type of contact and still save the ball. It's going to be tough in that position.
Whitehead wiggles it through the block. Gets it right back. 17 kills.
Montana has a tough job trying to close the block over here on Whitehead. Notice that she's taken Maya Ray one-on-one.
Maya Ray finds the far line. Cross court kill for her 24th.
Matchup Maya Ray has against 6'1" Izzy Baldwin going up against her with the block. So a little bit closer in height.
Goes off the shoulder of Kruk. Underwood sends it down.
This cross-court section of the court with this left back is where Underwood and Whitehead are really finding a lot of success, whether it's been the tip over the block or just forcing that cross-court shot.
Overhand handle for Gott. Bump set from Capistrano is an overset. And Berry puts it down. They lead by 2.
And Kira Kruk taking advantage of that overpass. She was lined up against Mariah Ray. That was a big win.
5 aces tonight for Underwood. Serves it to Gott. Maya Ray on the outside, blocked away by Armstead. Brove goes on the outside for Kruk. Denied by Kostin. Low swing for Whitehead. Laverne within 1.
for Laverne, being able to give more of a free ball over to Berry. Their defense stepped up in preventing the point.
A tight 4-set match so far. Berry won set 1. Laverne has won each of the previous 2 sets. Berry trying to push us to a 5th. Joust to the net, slapped across by Kostin. Player down right now for Laverne. Finally, Andrea Hurt gets up. Rolled across by Maya Ray. Armstead blocked in the middle. Kruk on the outside, that rolls in. Rolled around the tape and dropped in for Kira Kruk.
Love the fact that Ava Brevet feels really confident in Kruk right now on the outside. Kruk being able to pick up those 2 cross-court shots, one with the help of the net.
Reception for Gott. Kostin from the middle. And Kostin sends it too deep. Jeff Hendershot will use the timeout after Kostin's second attack error here tonight. Berry leads by 3, trying to set us to a 5th here in Bloomington. Kotz and Oshkosh hanging around, watching the nightcap, awaiting their opponents. They've won all 18 sets in the NCAA tournament. They swept Trinity earlier tonight. Behind another phenomenal performance from first-team All-American Samantha Perlberg. Who will they play? Maya Ray is trying to make sure it's her Leopards as she sends it down and brings the Leopards within 2, 13-11.
For Berry, they still have Kruk in the front row, which has managed to get some kills. So for Berry to keep this lead, they have to be able to score some points with Ray in the back row.
Kostin was asking for a touch. There wasn't one. Back-to-back attack errors for her. Also had one right before the timeout.
It seems like Kostin is just a little bit underneath the ball when she's hitting, causing her arm to push up on the ball, taking it out.
Got rejected by Whitehead. Maya Ray rolls it from the back row. Got on the overpass swing. Whitehead sneaks it through.
And last night you would have told me that someone would get past Kostin in the middle is what is surprising tonight. Kostin's blocking just hasn't been as prevalent as it was last night, and therefore Berry being able to score.
Still no blocks for Kostin. Service error number 9 for Berry. You get the feeling that at some point Kostin's going to rattle off a couple.
Absolutely. It might be the 5th of the way this is going.
Right. Give it a go with Kruk. Her attack is handled by Maya Ray. Deep swing for Lauren Gott. Attack errors piling up here for Laverne now. Hitting 255 for the match. They hit 333 during set 2. Allie England serves it for Berry. Near line to Gott. The left-hander Jones, and she gets the kill. Alana Jones with her 3rd of the night.
Alana Jones was utilized a lot last night in the match, but this time not as much today, but when she has, she's taking the opportunity and taking advantage of it to get the kills.
Nice placement again by Whitehead. Her vision is so good. She really sees the floor.
It is, and a lot of targeting on serve receive is focused on Ray, but also in the back row. If you can extend out to those corners, you can be able to get some points.
Rising up is Gott, and she sends it deep again. 4 attack errors in this set for the Leopards. There's been a bunch during this recent stretch.
And they're just missing the hits. They're just going long. So a little bit of change on that wrist to keep the ball down.
Kat Kellyman will serve again. Senior from Silver Spring in Maryland. Sends it to Maya Ray. Bump set from Gott, right back to Maya Ray, and it's out of the reach of Brevet.
A good swing for Gott to be able to pick it up, especially after the hitting error.
Gott will serve for the Leopards. Kruk, a good pass again. Backside to Whitehead around the block. 20th kill for Maddie Whitehead.
20th kill, but hitting .304, which is really impressive on this right side.
A lot of heat on that serve. Mariah Ray converging with Capistrano. Whitehead aces her 43rd of the year. And Leopards head coach Jeff Hendershot has seen enough. He'll call a timeout. With his team trailing by 6, final timeout for Laverne.
These last few points, you look at the hitting percentage in set 3, hitting .114. Now in set 4, .375. That's putting a lot of pressure on the Leopards to try and defend. It's also saying that the blocking is not there, and Berry is able to score.
4th 20-kill match for Whitehead this year. She's trying to match Maya Ray point for point right now, and she's not far behind.
She's not, and her digs has 11 digs this evening. Overall, 23.5 points. So you look at points, it's the blocking goes into it, whatever is going to lead to a point. So kills, blocks, that's a lot of points, 23.5. However, I say that, but Maya Ray sitting at 28 points herself this evening.
White had a really cool story. It's been a breakout year for her. Below 2 kills per set in each of her first 2 years in the program. She's out of Pearland in Texas. And then this year, 3.7 kills per set. So having a breakout year. Numbers are much higher this year en route to first team All-American honors. Sends her serve long. It seems like every time Berry's had an error, it's kind of been in a pivotal time.
Yeah, and this is the score of volleyball that a lot of drills are set at. Okay, you're at 20, opponent has 15. What are you doing to get to 25? Or vice versa, you're 15, down 5. How are you tying it back to 20?
Leopards trying to make it interesting here in the 4th. Berry trying to hang on and go to a 5th. Mariah Ray from the right side. Dug by Kruk. Underwood blocked. Dug by Kostin. Steered towards Maya Ray. Pounds it off Hurt. Whitehead is dug by Capistrano. Mariah Ray sets up Maya Ray, and then Whitehead gets to it beyond the back line. Kostin from the middle, and that block goes out of bounds. Long rally results in a Laverne point.
Kostin smiling off of that attempt. She finally is getting some activation out of the middle.
I think this might be a breather timeout for Caitlin Moriarty. Her team had to exhaust a lot of energy during that last point. And it went the Leopards' way, so she uses a timeout right here. Still has one left. They're trying to finish the job in the 4th.
Look at all that enthusiasm in the Berry timeout. It's hard to get a lot of strategy in with all the cheering going on, but that's how they work. That is Berry.
You know, it seems like they lock in when they need to, and then Caitlin Moriarty kind of lets them go in other times and lets them be them. And she talked about that during her interview. She wants them to be who they are, and who they've been has been able to get them to this current position where right now they lead by 4 in the 4th, trying to push a 5th, and then anything can happen.
Also demonstrates that each of those players understand their role on the team, whether it's on the bench and being the loudest to be heard, cheering, organizing the chants, but everybody knows their role, and you can see it with how relaxed they are on the court.
Set 4 in Bloomington. Laverne leads 2 sets to 1. Leopards are on serve down 4 in the 4th. Blocked away. There's the first stop for Kostin.
They said eventually she would get one. She's fierce in the middle with her blocking. This is an important serve too. We'll get to that in a second as we see another look. Kostin with the first block of the match.
418 career blocks for the junior Kostin, most in program history. Got out of the back row. Outside Underwood, blocked away again. That was Mariah Ray.
Setting up a wall to make it really hard for Underwood. Underwood fell in the previous rally, 2 rallies back. Took her a little bit to get up, but she looks like she's gonna be fine. Tova Craig, 2 aces so far in this match. She's got a tough serve.
Overhand handle Underwood on the serve from Craig. Rolled by Whitehead to Craig. Maya Ray, dug by Kruk. Underwood, low swing again, and Laverne is within 1. That's been the theme when they've struggled today. It's been low attacks in the net.
It has, but some of that has to do with the hitters too. You can't put it all on Ava Brove on that low set because the hitters have to find a way to adjust. In my opinion, it looked like Underwood thought that she could swing her arm fast enough to maybe make up for a little bit of how low that set was. But experience there, just finding a way to get that ball in play because they do right now. They're facing that really tough serve by Tova Craig for the Leopards, and so they need to get out of that rotation.
It was 20-14 Berry moments ago. Laverne on a 5-0 run to pull within 1. We showed you Wisconsin Oshkosh earlier. They're watching here inside the Church Center. They're rooting for this one to go as deep as it can possibly go. Go 5 sets, go extra points, use those legs as long as you can. They probably don't care who they play. They just want a long match.
Yep. Also a good time for them to be able to scout the competition.
Absolutely. Berry trying to reach the title match for the first time ever. Laverne looking to reach the championship for the 5th time in program history. Big point here. Underwood, dug by Tova Craig. Maya Ray ties this up at 20.
And Laverne has won the drill, down 15-20, finding a way to get back, and a lot of that had to do with this last kill from Maya Ray.
First tie since it was 9-9, 6-0 run for Laverne. Back row, Whitehead drops it in, side out for Berry.
And that seems like the smart decision for the setter to get some offense. Underwood had her opportunities, tough block with Kostin and Ray on the right side.
This is the person Berry wants on the service line tonight. 5 aces, only 1 service error for Underwood. She has 8 aces in the 2 matches here in Bloomington. Warren got tumbling to get to it. Long 3 ball stays in play. Kruk, it's a block touch. Steer towards Maya Ray. Hard off the block and in. 21 apiece.
And that is where Maya Ray's 6'2" frame is going to win that battle against the block. She was able just to hit the high hands.
Biggest serve of this young freshman's career. America Reynaga with set 4 tied at 21. Here it comes from Reynaga. Sends it to Andrea Hertz. Kruk, cross court and in.
Kruk with the confidence to go swinging on that cross-court shot. Has a double block in front of her. She goes just outside the hands of Kostin.
Berry goes up 1. They need to have the 4th to extend the match. Back row got, high off the block. Brevet, Kruk again. Over dig by Gott. Brevet back to Kruk. And the block sails. Back-to-back kills for Kira Kruk.
Really impressed with Kira Kruk, just taking the swing, going all out in these last few points.
Long pump set to the near side for Maya Ray. Set point for Berry. Air number 7 for Ray. Berry 1 point away from pushing a 5th.
Laverne has Ray in the right front now in this rotation. Kostin in the middle. Jones on the left side for this serve receive.
The serve from the libero Hurt. It goes to Maya Ray. Backside to Ray. Drops it in front of Shelby Harris, who was tumbling towards it.
A good side out for the Leopards. Take advantage of the fact Maya Ray's in the front row. Get the quick point. Take her to serve.
One ace, 2 service errors for Maya Ray in the match. Out of system, Whitehead. It goes to Ray. In the middle for Kostin. She goes with the tip. Kruk denied, but kept up by Berry. Back to Kruk. Swatted again. 3rd time for Kruk. Wiggles it through the block. Kira Kruk dominant down the stretch in the 4th. Berry sends us to a 5th.
Kira Kruk giving her setter Ava Brevet a hug at the end of that rally, recognizing she believed in her outside hitter to be able to, not once, twice, 3 times was the charm.
The Vikings riding the right arm of the junior out of Naples, Florida, Kira Kruk. 25-22, the final score in the 4th. We go to the 5th in the final national semifinal. Maya Ray leading the way again for Laverne. 29 kills, so far 67 attacks. Laverne will need more of that down the stretch to win the match.
They will for the 5th set, but how she's been able to do that, just the high hands, the calmness that she brings to her team.
On the other side, Maddie Whitehead, 21 kills in a very efficient 308.
The thing about her ability to just find areas, the cross court, using the block as well, but the back row trust that Ava Brevet has in her is pretty remarkable.
A lot of these stats really even outside of hitting percentage. Kills, only a difference of 5, only a difference of 1 with blocks. Aces pretty even, but the hitting percentage much higher for Laverne as they hit 250 so far in the first 4 sets. Berry 194 for the match, but they were 233 during that set 4 win. This is what is at stake. The winner gets Wisconsin-Oshkosh on Championship Saturday with an off day tomorrow. If it is Laverne, it's going to be a rematch of the 5-set thriller in the regular season that Laverne won in 5 sets against Wisconsin Oshkosh. Berry trying to get to the championship for the first time in program history. It's been a magical run this week for Berry, the 8th seed. Most losses of any program here this week, but it hasn't mattered. They already knocked off top seed East Texas Baptist and now trying to knock off Laverne.
Each coach was out of a challenge coming into this 5th set, so they will have a challenge. We're going to 15, and we switch sides at 8.
Pivotal to get off to a good start. Mariah Ray spots it back line. Perfect placement.
It was, and a nice heads-up play. Where's all the action? It's ahead of the 10-foot line. Send it deep.
She's really stepped up tonight. 8th kill for Mariah Ray. Also has 5 digs, 4 blocks. Bump set for Andrea Hertz. Underwood's attack is dug high by Maya Ray. Ray rips it too deep. No touch. First point for Berry.
And those out-of-system hits can be really difficult, but with Maya Ray already approaching almost 30 kills, sitting at 29, she's used to being able to see that angle.
Underwood looking for her 6th ace of the match. Got handles on serve receive. 30th kill for Maya Ray. 30 plus for the 4th time this year.
Unbelievable to be having 30 kills in this match. She's gotten them quietly, but not quietly. We say her name a lot, but she just has this great composure about her on the court.
2-1 Laverne. Kruk. Dug by Gott. Ray on the outside again. Goes cross court on that swing.
We've said this throughout the night, but it's going to be important for the Leopards. Take advantage of the fact that Maya Ray is in the front row, can get kills like this to take you to 15.
Tova Craig's been really good from the service line, and she sails that serve too long. Berry pulls within 1. Hurt the libero for Berry. Will send it to Laverne. Tumbling handle for Gott. Bump set to Maya Ray. Off the chest of Hurt. Rove chooses back row to Whitehead, and Whitehead gets a touch.
And why not? Whitehead with 21 kills has been hitting .308. She's comfortable in that right back swing.
Passed from Mimolo. Right side, Mariah Ray uses the block. And she is oozing with confidence right now.
She is, and a couple of blocks to add to that. She's in rhythm, being able to swing high, use that block.
America Reynaga, freshman setter on the service line for Laverne. First to 15 wins, need to win by 2. Kruk steers it towards Brove and gets it back. Kruk another kill. She's been awfully good since set 4. 14 kills for Kruk.
She has, and adding to that hitting percentage, 297, which is great when you consider the fact she's had 37 attempts.
Poston from the middle. Backside to Whitehead, through the hands of Mimolo.
We just saw Whitehead in the back row being able to swing for that line, and now this time going right down the line again.
High drama, 5-4 Berry here in the 5th. Ray gets it back from the right side. Ray cuts it through.
Let's let's consider the side out percentages by both of these teams right now. They're siding out at a high percentage, and a lot of it has to do with this first ball kill.
High ace, high air this year from IRA. Keeps this one in play to Harris. Kruk powers home another kill.
Brevet all evening has been working so hard to get that tempo down. With that kill with Kruk, it was perfect timing with that fast tempo.
1 point advantage for Berry. Kruk will serve. The junior from Naples, Florida, flies it across to Momolo. Back row, Mayure. Wide left. Berry extends their lead to 2.
Normally with fifth sets, teams are focusing on that first to 5, then the first to 8, and then from there focusing on that 10 to 15.
Low serve for Kruk. Service here, number 11 for Berry. Either team able to get a whole lot of separation here in the 5th. Berry won sets 1 and 4. Laverne won the 2nd and the 3rd. Both losses for Laverne this year have come in 5-set matches. Brevet on the outside to Underwood. Berry by a pair.
Brevet is starting to feel real comfortable getting that quick set to the outsides.
Adam Young and Laura Benton back with you from Bloomington, Illinois, on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan at the Shirk Center, where Laverne and Berry are battling here in the 5th. Leopards trying to reach the championship match for the 5th time in program history. Berry's in the semis for the first time ever, so also, of course, trying to reach the title for the first time ever. Kruk has been special for Berry, helping them go up 2 here in the 5th.
Her ability to swing and not worry about being challenged on the outside. A lot of that has to do with that fast tempo set from Ava Brevet with both outsides. Maddie Whitehead being part of that combination as well.
England on the service line for Berry. Played by Gott. Right back to her. And the block goes out of bounds. Berry couldn't keep it in.
It's a good touch for Berry, but this was a really big point for the Leopards as they're trying to get that run.
Leah Capistrano, the junior setter from Eastvale, California, who did not play in the quarterfinals. And served with Laverne down 1. Overhand handle Underwood. Backside, a solo blocker in front of Whitehead. Laverne defends anyway. Kruk, Brevet, Underwood sends it deep. This time, no touch.
With the set being that fast tempo and a little bit lower, the block very well could have touched that, but also with that high hands, it's hard to tell.
5 ties in the 5th. Underwood steers it on serve receive. The push from Armstead. Berry back in front.
What's good about Armstead's kill here is that it's mixing up the blocking scheme that the Leopards are going to have to pay attention to. Now with the outsides really getting points, now they have to pay attention to Armstead.
Warren Gott controls. Capistrano in the back row for Mayure. Punched up in the air by Hertz. Underwood out of system. Dug by Ray. Gott from the right side. Kruk controls the dig. Whitehead the push. Gott denied. Armstead the rejection.
It was a huge block for Berry, and Armstead making her presence known right now. Multiple touches, but Armstead doing her best to close that block all the way. There was nowhere to go for Gott.
First timeout used by Jeff Hendershot and Laverne. Every time we get a peek of Caitlin Moriarty, she's smiling, and why not? I mean, they are playing with house money right now. This is an 8 seed here in the semis, pushing the 4 seed to the limit after beating the top seed on Wednesday.
Just looking at their defense and that last rally, multiple times they were adjusting to where the hit was coming from, but also being ready just to get good contacts. They were good digs. They were in front of the 10-foot line and allowing multiple hitters to be ready.
6 kills, 1 error in the 5th for Berry. They're hitting .417 in the 5th. They also have a block. Meanwhile, Laverne with 3 attack errors here in the 5th.
77 digs on the Laverne side, 67 on the Berry side. A lot of defense.
Maddie Whitehead, one of the better servers for Berry. 2 aces in the match, 44 for the year for the junior out of Pearland in Texas. Lauren Gott, did she get it over? Point Laverne. That was close.
It was going off of the block, but got out of the way.
Gott will serve, the junior out of Wrightwood, California. Overhand handle for Underwood. Quick set to Armstead, and she's blocked from Montana.
Encourage Berry to run the middle, but Montana right there for the one-on-one against Armstead. Nowhere to go.
Kruk steers it towards Brevet. Tried the dump, rejected by Maya Ray. Underwood, and it goes out of bounds. Laverne could not keep it in the block. Underwood collects the kill.
Now the side-out volleyball. Short game here to 15.
Underwood seeking her 6th ace of the match and her 9th ace of the week. Gott gathers. Capistrano, a long front set to Maya Ray, and it flies out of bounds. Kill number 33 for the player of the year.
This is going to be a huge rotation for the Leopards, and this is why Maya Ray in the front row, point 11, tied all. That's where you want your go-to player.
2 aces and a service error for Tova Craig, who just checked in. Sophomore defensive specialist. Flies it to Kruk. Kruk with the attack, turned away. Back to Kruk. Near line to Gott. Maya Ray puts Laverne back in front.
For Berry, it's got to be wherever you place the ball, you got to make it difficult so that Maya isn't going to get the ball. If that makes sense, you got to keep the distraction over to the right side of the court. So she's just not an outlet. What a kill.
34 kills for Maya Ray, 76 attacks. She's hitting .329.
And as an outside, hitting 320, did you say 79 or 29?
.329.
329. It's amazing.
Similar numbers to the regional final, by the way. She had 76 attacks in the regional final as well. So the same number of attacks in that 5-set win against Johns Hopkins. She had 37 kills in the regional final. 3 less so far today with 34. I mean, what else can we say? I mean, she's done everything again for Laverne, and right now it is just enough. But can Laverne hang on here down the stretch?
It's also why volleyball is such a fun sport. You talk about rotations, and it just happens to be that Maya was in the front row, rotated with this game going to 15. This game going to 25, that rotation might have ended up differently. And the same for Berry. They have to look at their rotation and where they're going to go.
Ray, the only player around the country with 34+ kills twice this season. Serve goes to Kruk. Her attack is dug by Gott. And Laverne was scrambling for it, and players were converging. Capistrano a little indecisive, and Berry ties it at 12.
Big swing on the outside for Berry, and yes, all the look at the Leopards pushing each other down, trying to get the ball.
This is tie number 7 in the 5th. 35th kill, Maya Ray.
She is so impressive and calm and collected, does her job for her team as player of the year, using those high hands off the block.
Caitlin Moriarty is going to use her final timeout. You can't take it back with you. So she uses it right here to talk strategy and to try to give her team a breather. Somehow, some way, find a way to defend Maya Ray coming up.
And some of that has to be that conversation with Brevet about, hey, if it's a perfect pass, do you go to the middle or do you take it outside? Because if it's a perfect pass, likely the block is going to be there expecting that middle attack. So Berry's got to figure out what way they want to handle their offense. From the Leopards side, they have to make sure they get that block up and ready in the defense. Berry has been tipping deep corners lately. Do they have that covered?
Berry won set 1, 28-26. Laverne won set 2, 25-17. They won set 3, 25-22. Berry won 25-22 in the 4th to send us to a 5th. The National Player of the Year has 35 kills, 99 now in her previous 3 matches. Reinaga serving for the Leopards. First to 15 wins, need to win by 2. Laverne trying to get our match point. Kruk, another great pass. Maya Ray will free ball it to the 10-foot line to Barnes. Kruk, dug by Gott. Gott from the back row. Dug by Hertz. Kruk is blocked away, but kept alive by Berry. And the free ball goes out of bounds to Laverne. And Laverne will have match points.
Good attacks by Berry, but again, the Leopards ready defensively with every hit.
Jeff Hendershot telling his team to regroup there. They were celebrating after getting that 14th point. Reinaga sent it to Harris. Kruk out of system. They go to Maya Ray. Right back to Ray. Reinaga right back to her. It goes off the head of Maya Ray. Berry blocks her.
There's a big block by Berry to keep them alive in this. Maya Ray doesn't often get multiple opportunities to swing at the ball because of the defense. Hurts being able to keep that alive.
Everyone in the gym knew where that ball was going. Reinaga back to Maya Ray. Kill number 36. Laverne will play for a national title.
Couldn't ask more out of the player of the year, Maya Ray. She had company tonight to help with that defense, to get her a good opportunity at swinging at all those balls.
Laura, she had 81 attacks.
It's a lot of work on that shoulder and a lot of jumps. You also look at how spread out. Gott ended up with 12 kills. Mariah, her sister, 9 kills. And Montana came through with 3.
Laverne will play Wisconsin Oshkosh coming up on Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central. It's a rematch of a regular season meeting that went 5 sets, with Laverne winning the match.
A lot of smiles on Berry's side, finishing their season 28-7. They were the underdog coming in. They took this 5 sets against a very talented Laverne Leopards team. They should be very proud of how their season ended.
Saturday will be a whole lot of fun. Wisconsin Oshkosh has not lost a set in the entire NCAA tournament. And now Laverne will look for their 3rd national title in their first since 2001. Wisconsin Oshkosh will look for their first ever national title, as they have reached the title match for the first time since 1994. And we get to see Maya Ray for one more match in her illustrious career. Here's the path to get to the championship, a 4-2 matchup. Laverne and Wisconsin Oshkosh. An off day tomorrow, everybody can reset. And then we're back with you at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern on Championship Saturday. Looking forward to it. Thanks to our entire crew today, our producer Andrea Crawford, my partner Laura Benton. Laverne defeats Berry after Wisconsin Oshkosh defeated Trinity. We'll talk to you at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern on Championship Saturday. Adam Young saying so long and good night from Bloomington, Illinois.